The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2021. I am your host, BB Forky. Alongside me are two commentators for this match, Tayman and Six. Tayman, how you doing?
Yo, I'm doing well. We have ilikebeingsmart and RaikouRider, and I'll say that I like doing commentary.
I like it. That's clever. And Six, how about you? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. I am hyped for this match. I'm curious what will unfold, which we'll get to very shortly.
True. I mean, I'm very excited for this one. We've seen, like, at the beginning of this tournament, kind of these matchups of a much higher seed versus a lower seed, but we've seen some cool stuff happen, and this one could be a good one too. But before we get to that, if you are unfamiliar with the game, we got a quick little video to show you some tricks of how to understand it better.
Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game first released for the Nintendo 64 on September 25, 2000 in North America and March 2, 2001 in Europe. It was re-released on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console in both regions in May 2008. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, normal has 14, hard has 15, and V-hard and S-hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
Alrighty. Match 3 of the day. Most of you guys know the format of how it's been going, but in case you don't, we have a round robin with 4 groups for the beginning of this tournament. It'll be best of 5 for all of our matches, and you got to win 3 races to take that match. And we're only going to be working with the first 3 difficulties of easy, normal, and hard. And if it happens to go past those 3, the games 4 and 5 are agreed on by both competitors to be played on any of them. So we could have a double up or a triple up even at the end. And the top 2 players who have the best record by the end of group stage will move on to the final bracket. And I will let Tayman and Six take it away to talk a little bit about this matchup that's coming up here.
All right, thank you, Forky. Today's matchup is going to be between ilikebeingsmart and RaikouRider. Smart is the number 7 seed, with Raikou being the number 12 seed, but could be a bit of a closer matchup than you might expect. RaikouRider's had some pretty strong performances in previous redemption tournaments where he didn't make it out of the main bracket, but he's able to win the redemption tournament consisting of all the players that did not make it to main bracket. And going to be going up against Smart. We could see what their performance has been in the past. Both of these players are going on the Nintendo 64. Raikou, who speedruns a lot of video games, was a speedrun, just hops in maybe every year or so, or twice a year for these tournaments. Did not submit a qualifying time, but supposedly recorded a sub 10 hard mode, or unrecorded, just before this. So that's could be a harbinger of things to come. Nicole submitting pretty solid mid-tier times for the qualifiers, as you can see there, and is top 10 in every single category on the main leaderboard. And Nicole finished second in the redemption round as well, for the last Just Attack 2021 tournament. So I think it's going to be a pretty close matchup on paper. For me, it's just a matter of like how Raikou is going to perform after having been out of action for such a long time. What are your thoughts on this showdown, Six?
Like, I had a lot of data on I being smart this month because of like increasing qualifying times, actually sniping a lot of my PBs, enough to outright me to get this whole happy group B instead of my cards group. I don't know which one is better though. And yeah, all those seem pretty dang solid. And then Raikou was more of a mystery. I quickly looked at like last year's results. We only did hard last year, but got times as low as the low 10s, but also up into the 13s and 14s. So I was going to base my predictions on that, but then digging into group banter, yeah, allegedly a sub 10, like out of nowhere. And so, this could actually be closer than I thought. I think the edge is still I like being smart, but I don't know if this is going to take just 3 games. It could take 4, it could even go all the way to the dramatic decider.
Well, Nicole does have that X factor in that I have actually provided live on-site training with her 2 times in the last year. So I really don't see how anyone could get defeated after being tutored by me.
The pressure is on.
No, Nicole's been putting in a lot of work into the game over the past few months, and her board vision's gotten a lot better, because it's really what separates kind of like the mid-tier players from the top-tier players is not just cursor speed, but board vision as well, being able to find all those extra combos to top off the opponent as fast as possible. That's especially important on these lower difficulties. So we've been able to see Nicole improve over the past year or so. Not really sure what Raikou's been up to. I would joke that he's too busy speedrunning like real video games with like, routes and like different distinct levels and such. Like imagine doing that.
Real games, LOL.
All right. Well, I think we have talked about this matchup and given it a good preview, so we will go ahead and get set up for the first race.
What even are games with set routes?
I just ran this game at Midwest Speed Fest, and the host asked us, "Does this game have a route?" And I said, "No, not really." All right, let's gonna open up their race room here. Let our runners know that they can go ahead. Oh, all right. So Forky's already given them the heads up, so we'll just wait for them to count down here.
Be beginning on hard.
Yes, they will be starting on hard mode.
Probably most familiar speed to people that play more on V hard and S hard, if you know anybody like that, Taman.
Say that again?
Do you know anybody that likes to play on S hard speed all the time? Just anyone passing people at all?
I mean, S hard is the best category, so.
This is the same speed as that. The rest are a little bit wonky.
Oh, yes, sorry. I see what you're saying now. Yes, hard mode does play on speed level 6, but the AI cursor speed is not nearly as fast as it did in S hard, which makes it... I'd say, like, hard mode is one of the most beginner-friendly speedruns. Either that or easy mode is like, wow, Nicole
solid attacks from both players, really.
Flag here. And will they get rewarded?
Shake from Gary 1 on Raiku's side? No, he doesn't find it.
No
Pretty similar to stage 1s.
Very solid round 1 by both of our players here. We go into Brock. Now in hard mode, every single opponent will raise their stack at the beginning. So they're going to be going for at least 4 lines to top off the opponents. You'll notice that Nicole is... both these runners are going to be trying to set up the double 4 combo, and that's just because of the AI's program to go after those lower garbage blocks.
Both players with a single 4 brick, but it is disrupting them enough. Oh no!
Raikou getting cleared on, unfortunately.
Really troll AI clear.
But only the 1 clear gets a 22, not disastrous by any means. You can usually expect a couple of those in hard mode, but he did not top off the opponent with that additional attack, which can lead to some punishment. Okay, Nicole getting the second 4 combo into an X4, going...
Drop it here. It's like 2 lines extra, but maybe it'll work anyway.
Oh no. Okay, sure.
Maybe it'll still work anyway? Right, got there with 1 big block, that's pretty risky.
Raikou making up 7 seconds, though, with the 14, and we are toe-to-toe here.
That 1 flat block can kill them, but it's a lot more risky, because they can clear it from any column.
Raikou, luckily, caught the opponent on those pillars, and pillars are definitely our favorite shape around here. Oh no, Nicole trying to do the drop chain there.
Quick follow-up?
She's getting that second follow-up.
Raikou kind of got there in 1 again with flat blocks, but it's working so far.
Almost found
again.
The yellows.
I'm a Pokemon and prepare to battle.
Pretty even after 4 going into Erica.
Both Ericas picked Tangela. Interesting. That means absolutely nothing.
They always pick Tangela on this mode?
Oh wait, I forget actually. But Nicole's Erica does not always get that clear, but did in that instance, is just unfortunate. But Raikou not sending a very powerful attack. Koga, or Erica's rather low. So Nicole gets a 23, like not terrible for sure, and like Raikou is...
Oh, the follow-up still isn't there.
Yeah, you see... Oh no, he is...
That's just been like 6 3-pops in a row or something.
He is just caught in between. He's trying to...
Reset your vision, find something.
Yeah, that's what clearing the 3 can do. But, oh no, this is... I always talk about avoiding the really bad stages. Well, this is about as bad as it can get. Going above a minute on this Erica is... Nicole is...
Another quick kill on, yeah, that side.
Okay, looks like this might finally... No, there's a chain there somehow, and then a clear...
And your scam.
Oh my god. What is happening? Don't do
stop.
it.
No, whoa, jeez.
Well, that's gonna put Raikou about a stage and a half behind now.
That might not necessarily be the killer stage, but it is not something you want in a tournament setting.
especially early on, you don't really expect that as much. That can definitely happen, but
One more line.
more common in later stages.
Okay, that's some makeup time.
Raikou is not quite as good at finding combos, I don't believe. You can see that he's kind of going for the safer strat of just sending out over a big old chain. And that can be a bit more of a conservative strategy, but we saw how that can really backfire if you're not able to get that chain started and you're not able to top off the opponent. It can be hard to send a follow-up attack. But Raikou getting a 15, staying a stage behind, so that minute-long Erica definitely hurt him, but it's not taking him out of the running quite yet.
Deceptive thing about those big garbage blocks is that they can kill. It's just that you're giving the AI more chances to just do a clear that snowballs into really dumb things, while if a single tiny garbage block like that sneaks down there, you might want to clear just that one and be distracted without enough time to clear the bigger ones. Kind of unlucky there on Tracy.
Matching 25, so staying at the same pace for both of our competitors.
Congratulations, you've won!
And as we get into the second half of hard mode, this is where we see the AI start to get a little better. They might chain a little bit more and lower their stack. So at least what I tend to do is try to send just a little bit extra.
Off at the 3 chain, I think that was not intentional. Quick follow-up. No, Rocket's getting there.
It's the clear. Just a 4. Oh, what is happening, Rocket?
Forward block goes Tracy. This can be even more makeup time.
What is happening? Oh my god.
Well, stop time with the 6 combo.
That
Probably just enough to get to that 4 combo as well.
Rocket is just getting clears everywhere.
Right into that.
Getting to stop the timer scam.
Okay.
But, the 41. This is a Raikou's chance. Going out to X5,
It's like a clean attack.
X6. You know,
It's a bit overkill, but fine.
Not bad.
Gonna top them off. Especially if they keep clearing extra.
But there's no,
It's gonna be a lot of shake time, though.
I'm gonna find the clear. That's why you're really punished, especially on hard mode, if you don't go for that double 4 combo strategy. So that
We'll
could
gotta
have
raise
been
the stack for a little bit more ammo on Geo. Still needs like, with that clear now he's like 3 more lines.
The world will be mine.
this second tier. Hello, that is not allowed.
You're wasting my time.
Oh, and
I think this is still a...
oh my god.
I'm gonna win.
I hate to see it.
All panic combos on Nicole's Geo.
The world will be mine.
Need to drop another attack. I think that'll do it if Geo doesn't downstack those 2 blocks. No, but that was a little bit iffy. This is a chance for further catch-up.
I'm ready. Are you? Pikachu.
Ooh, nice slide chain there. This is a good follow-up, but
It's a lot of chain.
Way to go.
It is gonna top him off. It's just so
Well,
risky. Is he gonna get to
okay,
it? This doesn't look good. No,
okay, so
this doesn't look good for Geo, I mean.
Raikou's gonna make up a little more time there. Cole going out to
I'm gonna win. Way to go.
follow-up.
Well, now you're seeing how these little blocks are distracting Richie, and that's a pretty nice kill.
Are you ready?
That opening is the one that's going to give you the most chances to stay alive. Whoosh.
Way to go.
Ooh, nice.
One
16.
4-block distracts Richie enough for a 16-second kill on Raikou's side. It's still pretty even.
Nicole is one line short. Is this follow-up going to be enough?
Okay.
Yes. Very solid 17th. So Nicole maintaining about a half the stage lead there.
Come.
4, X5, X6. He's going to drop it there with the 1-4
Still just the
combo.
one, but it it wasn't a good position until Lorelei found just the right magic, but never even addressed the top. Okay. This is still quite close.
I think we're definitely seeing some nerves come into play here, because it can be easy to get overwhelmed, especially in a race situation.
Bruno didn't have that many frames left. Now he has more.
Oh, here's a
I didn't get to them.
combo. Ooh, if he drops it here, those are some high pillars. I don't see how Bruno is gonna...
Nope, he has no matches. Here we go. It's only about like a, what, 10-second difference? Maybe less?
Yeah, right about there. So this is squarely in Gary's court, but our competitors can make it a lot easier on themselves if they can just make sure to defend a solid attack.
5 lines, but Gary's downstacking needs more. We need a quick follow-up.
And she didn't, and Nicole did not send the second double 4 or the second 4 combo. Gary's
Still
not
needs 2 more
topped
lines.
off.
It's not going to drop until this garbage block drops. Meanwhile, I think Raikou's got a pretty high chain kill. Is that going to be enough? Gary's pulling out the green block to clear. Both Gary's chaining off garbage now.
Not quite topped off on Raikou's side. Neither on Nicole's side. Gary's going to
Garrett's
work.
not topped off. We need more attacks and ammo, but there's like a ton of garbage on Nicole's side that can't really get anything more.
Gary's
Oh,
flagging out.
Raising stack at the last second to find something.
Oh my god.
Raikou, Gary going low. Gets to the left block in time. Here's a timer scam.
Hello?
Find something on the right side. He
do-
has time to get to the greens, really?
What? How the heck?
I'm gonna win.
And I'm not
Meanwhile, more follow-up comes on Nicole's side. Gary pinned by a steel block, still finds a
Oh,
clear.
He's still
Both
going.
Gary's over a minute. Who's are going to stop first? Super swag from Nicole's Gary into a 6-chain lag chain.
Raikou.
Raikou's Gary down. So, do you see how tilted this game can make every single one of us? Oh my god. Do you see?
Gary won, definitely reminding us why he is known as the final boss of hard mode, and definitely one of the worst final stages in all of the Puzzle League series, I'd say. And Nicole has to be careful here.
Yeah, there was a problem where Gary did like enough of a chain combo attack that Nicole only had like 3 or 4 lines to work with to send like maybe 4 more lines back to Gary too. And that's like incredibly difficult to do in that time. In that cramped amount of space.
I mean, now you're getting to the point where Gary could, with the timer having gone on for this long, just the stack raise time is naturally faster, so the stop time is going to be less. But, now this is where you just have to consider resetting.
If I was screen watching, there's justification for resetting on like the end game of hard, I think.
You know, that screen is going.
3 minutes now. Gary has successfully drained 3 minutes of your life. Slowly raising stack kill? No! I thought it was gonna happen.
This is a spectacle for the ages.
It's not even a slowly raising stack anymore, it's just like a zoomy raising stack. when you see it actually happening.
Gary, please, please. Why do you have the reds there? Come on, man. There
He doesn't have anything
finally
here.
goes.
This might be one of those dark kind of PBs. I don't know.
This is not avoiding the bad stages. But finally, Nicole has been released from Gary jail and reobtained her incontrovertible human rights.
Raid boss down in 14.5 minutes.
Oh my God. That was about what I expected, you know, like Raikou had that really bad stage early on, or at least what we thought was bad, but apparently what's actually bad is 3+ minute Gary 2, which is ended up deciding the match and is going to give the first Pokeball to Raikou. But as So what do you expect as we go on to these earlier difficulties? Because it felt like Nicole got punished by the improved AI, the second half of hard mode, that necessarily won't be present in easy and normal.
I also saw some, like, just barely miss, like, continuing chains. In normal and easy, the entire game speed is a little bit slower, which means that you have just that little bit of extra time to catch those extra chains. So, if that might make it, like, get away from both players a little bit less and make it rely more on a tech game rather than a little error drop chain game. Hopefully.
It's definitely less punishing to drop your chain in the earlier difficulties.
Going all the way down to easy, we see.
And I think Nicole does have a slightly better chaining and comboing skills than Raikou, so I think that will put her at an advantage in this easy mode race.
Pretty sure easy can fulfill everybody's desire to make big chain and combo weaves, even if you can't reliably get those in the higher difficulties. I like it.
Yeah, easy is very frustrating to go for PBs on, especially for the higher end players, but I think it's a very beginner-friendly category because it really, if you just want to get your feet wet speedrunning the game, and you can chain out to like X5 or X6, you can speedrun easy mode and put a time on the leaderboard, so definitely recommend it for people interested in running the game. And we are off on easy mode, and the big difference on easy mode is naturally that the AI cursor barely does anything, and on the first two stages, AI won't even raise their stack, so these players are going to have to send way more.
They're gonna have to do like 6 lines each. Nicole did 5 and needed the 6th. Yeah.
She sent another 4, but the way those 4s stack with each other isn't going to be enough. Gary's going to get 1 clear, and both of them finishing out of 22, which is not terrible by
Different
any
styles of
stretch.
attacks, both in 22s. So kind of a wash there, with only 10 stages to go. Just 11 stages in easy. Geo is the gatekeeper. Rock also doesn't raise his stack, so you gotta send similar amounts to him.
That's important for our competitors to keep in mind as they move back and forth between these various difficulties. I think Nicole just...
5-line attack again.
She's 1 line short, but Brock is
Follow
not
5 combo. That was
going to find anything.
Follow 5 combo at the end. Raikou got there in 1, but took a while to find it, so again, basically even.
We saw Raikou's Brock was making the slow march to the clear, which is kind of like watching this like a slow zombie shambling towards you.
So scary.
It's horrifying.
In this mode, if they get there, that's like 8
Oh, no!
seconds lost at a time.
Nicole got attacked by the zombie. I mean, Misty got to clear.
And that tilts the lead just ever so slightly, which is more important in a mode with less stages.
Yeah, easy mode in general tends to be a lot closer, just because there are fewer stages, and it's rare to have those really long stages, I'd say.
The rest of easy, we only need like 4 lines at a time. The both players still need a follow-up attack.
It's a good follow-up with that 15. Raikou should get there with that 5 combo block sitting there, but loses about 10 seconds on Nicole.
Yeah, those little stalls, like being short in attack because the entire game speed is slower, is that much more punishing on easy mode. Like you're just waiting for your next attack to drop.
Nicole's
I
going
think
out.
this is good on Nicole's side.
A little bit of timer
After
scanning.
that popped, but nothing else, right? 15 is fine.
Solid 15.
Oh,
Ooh,
Raikou gets there in 1.
11.
Makes up 4 seconds on that stage. Alrighty.
Raikou getting the Ocean's 11, as Ty would say in our chat. A movie that I've never seen because I've not watched any movies.
While having to do a segmented attack. So does Raikou.
Oh, some timer scamming. Oh, what the heck?
Huh?
Getting the 2-chain.
Coco's not really moving anything, though. So that's a 21 versus a 19. Difference is what, like 2.5 seconds?
Yeah, very close together here. As both of our opponents move on to play with Sabrina. Cole doing a good job of rearranging the board to find that 5 combo.
I keep looking at these openings to see how they open. Both 5 lines, Raikou with 5 lines because of a chain. Similar, quick-ish, easy kill times. You've only got 4 more stages for any type of separation to happen.
We are about one second apart, and Nicole is finding these.
One more combo.
Oh no! Shoot!
I would have done the 5 combo because I would have just done the 1 more line that was necessary to kill Blaine. This should still work, but that's gonna eat up like 2 more seconds, which could actually be the difference in easy mode. Blaine cleared on Raikou's side though, so that's gonna eat even more seconds.
Is Raikou they gonna get to that yellows? No. That's gonna add a little bit of separation here, and that's why not topping out the opponent on your first attack is so can be so punishing, because the AI is gonna stop, dirtling around the board and go for that clear, and if they're not.
This is a good opening. Maybe a little bit too good, but Tracy is not gonna find a match or a 14-second kill.
Raikou going out
to... Raikou's got enough. Wait,
no.
Are there any combos after that?
3.
Thought there was enough.
Right? What's Trace? Is he gonna? Oh no!
You gotta drop the chain because it's gotta. You just need 1 more line to get there, and now the super punish.
Tracy is getting a random 3-chain off the garbage, taking the 36. And Nicole's Rocket not...
Single block kills on Rocket.
He did not find those reds there.
How good are
This is why it's so important to look at your opponent's board and see exactly what they need and only send, like, what they need. Especially on lower difficulties where they're not going to, like, downstack and you don't have to overcompensate.
Right. It's like what I've been saying this whole time. All you gotta do is be able to watch your opponent's screen and chain really well and move.
One more Geo attack. This looks pretty good because Geo has a block not going to connect to the rest.
Oh no!
That's a sub 7.
Oh no. Oh yeah, it's over. I keep forgetting how short.
11th stage. Geo's the gatekeeper. So that was a sub 7 easy, a 6:54 it looks like.
It's a very solid time.
All things considered, yeah, pretty
easy.
fine easy mode.
What a lot of these players are looking for to get for easy, and that's going to make it tied at 1-1. So we're guaranteed to see at least one game mode more than once.
Why not just give Geo a giant 6-chain?
Yeah.
Oh, because he's going to do that. Right, that's why. Dang it. There he goes in 24 seconds. Looks to be about 50-ish seconds behind. Kind of just the easy single attack difference there in observation. It's like officially 7:49. But hey, 1-1. 2 more games of this. Next one's a forced normal. After that, who knows?
Yeah, normal is one of the trolliest of the earlier difficulties, which seems to be the attitude of most of the runners, because the AI cursor speed is a little faster compared to easy mode, but they get a little extra stop time because it's not as fast as hard mode. So you kind of got like the worst of easy and hard in normal, and it can be quite frustrating.
The worst of both worlds. Hooray!
Yeah, roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, by the end of normal, the AI becomes just fast enough to frustrate you multiple clears in a row. So you need to have solid openings even more importantly than in easy.
And normal is where it becomes, I'd say, imperative to start doing the double 4. It doesn't really punish you as much in easy due to how slow the cursor speed is. But in normal mode, if you don't send the double 4s and they get clears on the entire garbage blocks, it can be very punishing. So that is what I would recommend anyone running this game do. Just do double 4s on every single difficulty.
On S hard, it might kill them. On lower modes, it might at least decrease their options. Console reset for RNG. I don't disapprove.
Call that the RNG flush strat.
I'll interject for a
Refresh now.
second. I think her game froze, actually.
Whoa,
Oh yeah, I just saw that, the static.
that's spooky. At least that didn't happen during stage play.
I would say it's the curse of the haunted PPL cartridge, but we all know that this game is all copies are cursed.
Where's this game for existing?
Alright, we are counting down right now, and we are off.
Here we go.
So in normal mode, only Gary 1 is not going to raise his stack, so it can be really frustrating because sometimes you don't really know how low Gary's stack will get because he doesn't raise it, but in easy mode, he's good enough to maybe occasionally do a chain or two, which can make the stack extra low. And Nicole is not sent enough here, but
You just got open with a hefty attack, which both players haven't quite done. There's a follow-up combo from Nicole that should get her out. Meanwhile, Raikou's chains later. 27 versus 28. Alright, even footing. Always got some normal Gary more than you think you do. Like, 6 chain? No, one more.
yeah, go out to at least X6 on Gary 1, and even further out if you're not including a lot of combos with that.
The rest of them usually shouldn't require more than 4 lines, as both players have just shown beautifully.
A nice follow-up
Are you ready?
on that Brock. Under 15 seconds for both of them.
Way to go!
Looking for the right openings on Misty. That's
Oh, Nicole
probably
is-
not the smart opening as wanted, but
Way to go! Good!
one more line there. Raikou got there
Way to go!
with
Ooh.
a nice left pillow from Misty that she didn't take care of.
Oh,
A
Misty,
clear
what
into a chain,
are you doing?
into very convenient yellow clear,
Oh my gosh.
into another oh,
Oh,
never
no.
mind, she broke the chain.
Misty messed it up. And Nicole does not have a
Oh, we're out of
follow-up coming.
lines.
Ooh.
Eek.
Oh man. Easy mode, why are you the way that you are?
Ready when you are.
Raikou's gonna go out to X5 here for the follow-up. And should be good there. So 20 is not bad at all.
Way to go!
Also want to give a shout out to any newcomers who might be enjoying the festivities for the first time and
Good quick go.
are enjoying themselves. Like I agree that this game is very, very mesmerizing to watch, no matter what skill level someone is at. So just glad you're with us, and we got lots of people in chat who are very knowledgeable about the game. So definitely feel free to ask us some questions if you're not sure what's going on.
Good swag from Nicole there. Should definitely top Erica off, and she doesn't have enough time to take care of the left, I don't think. Nope.
Sonic 13, Nicole's about half a stage behind here.
Battle me.
And yeah, if you watch these tournament broadcasts or just like tune into individual streams and stuff, you'll probably get a lot of knowledge about this game just by osmosis. That's a really large Raikou chain.
Work harder.
Yeah,
You
watch.
No punish
Ooh,
for
is he
stream
gonna-
time?
Oh,
Oh.
he does not find the clear. Yeah, I'd
Oh,
say,
it's up there.
watching other people play is like the best way to learn how to find new patterns that you wouldn't have discovered. Things like cursor speed, that's really something you gotta practice on your own, but watching other people play is a really great way to discover patterns.
Who's got 4 lines? Okay, you don't need any more,
Way to go!
unless Sabrina
Ooh, look at those
finds
pillars.
a weird down stack. Nope.
Ooh,
Very
nice attack.
textbook.
Nice attack by Nicole, but
A
Sabrina
lot
gonna...
of follow-up combos.
Oh no, but those greens are going to be right there, but she does not see them. She accidentally downstacks. But the random 5 there, that's
Extra
not
stop
allowed.
time. I don't see any clears in the near future though, so oh geez.
Not time
Okay,
to
we're
get-
fine.
Not enough time to get to those greens. Raikou's starting off with that 4 combo, but
Chameleon.
not able to follow up from it. Okay, that's a nice X5 as a follow-up. And he's going to have one... Oh no, both of those 4s fell. He gets a 19.
Nice. Oh yeah, that iron steel block you saw earlier, if you match 3 Pokeballs or exclamation point blocks, that block will crash down. That does not clear with the rest of the normal garbage blocks, but in a proper speedrun, you normally shouldn't be seeing those. Like, they only appear after you clear blocks, and you usually want to get these AI opponents into opening attack, if at all possible.
Yeah, they only show up after the game, the match has been going on for so long, which obviously means that you are not going as fast as you'd like. Nicole only able to get out to X3 there.
Still a segmented attack.
Ooh, that's a good follow-up, though, and yeah, so what you might be noticing is that sometimes the AI will just go down randomly. We suspect that happens because if they don't have like an obvious way to clear the garbage on top, they'll just go down and get a clear, which will cause like the blocks to kind of rearrange themselves, and then they'll look for another clear. But at these lower difficulties, like the AI is not going very fast.
Hammer scam! Another super overkill 6-chain block from Raikou there. Kinda got punished in that case.
Oh no!
And again.
This might be... Oh gosh, they are both getting scammed on Team Rocket here. Because Rocket's gonna go for that chain, and...
Drops the blues to be cleared like that. Very convenient purples just lined up to buy more time. Pull out that block, why don't you... Wait.
Oh, Rocket did the drop-in swap.
Back to them just because they want to stall for maximum time.
God. Game.
Oh, 54 Raikou Rocket.
Are you...
Hello?
How are you... No! You don't have time to do all this, Rocket. Are we... Thank you.
Simultaneous just under 1 minute rockets because they want to stall the episode as much as possible.
I will... If any of you have a need to get mad at the game, I will... My services, I will be... I'll get mad at the game for you. Like a surrogate.
Raikou's Geo is going to downstack this and get to the other side in time, so that's a 16-second kill.
Ooh. And you see right there why that 4 combo is so important. And Nicole with a strong recovery, I'm sure both
Making up
runners...
4 seconds. 3 more stages on normal to go.
I'm sure they're both happy to have that strong bounce back.
I think that... I don't know if Raikou's Richie is going to downstack that because there's only 4 lines. No, now he needs more. That's why I'll just keep going for the follow-up even if you think you're there, no matter what.
Yeah, never...
You know, kind of same story for Nicole.
Ooh! Almost found that clear and gonna move ahead by a few seconds ahead of RaikouRider. 2 stages left to go. Who will waifu treat well? If any. Or is she going to troll both of us? Nicole is not raising her stack at
Get
all.
more ammo, please. This is kind of spooky as well. That's...
Oh, that
doesn't care. It's gonna be...
Oh, wow.
If Lorelei downstacked that, was gonna take like 20 more seconds. Meanwhile, Lorelei just barely gets to a clear on Raikou's side and gets the right pillar in time. No. Okay. This is gonna come down to if Smart gets a perfect opening on Bruno. Anything less than that, and there's an opportunity for Raikou right here. What are we going to do?
Oh,
that might be enough because Bruno's pretty high.
Oh.
He broke the chance for an immediate clear.
Nice!
And there in 12.
Wonderful attack there. Didn't have the second double 4, but it had enough and caught Bruno off guard. And she is gonna take game 3 and go up 2 games to 1. And Raikou finishing not far behind.
Hydration, breaks, and resetting your heart, and that's just for myself. We're going to game 4. Yes, for extra tips and tricks, there is a Puzzle General Discord that you can join where we all encourage everybody to be the best they can be and to hate Gary.
If you want to ruin your life speedrunning puzzle games, feel free to join us.
So now Raikou selects the difficulty, right? Because, yeah.
Right.
I wonder, is he gonna go back to hard? Because he had the advantage there, even though it ended with a
hard.
Even though the way it ended was like the most trolly thing in the world. Yeah, we are. Interesting. I mean, this is gonna come down to who can maintain the most consistency among those stages, especially the endgame stages, because, like, you don't top one of the last few opponents off, they will just live forever.
Gary 2 is like a Hydra. Because you beat Gary 1, and then he comes back as Gary 2, which is twice as much Gary.
It's like the normal times were just a 23-second difference, so... But I think both players are a little more used to hard, so this can still be, like, a coin toss overall.
Our first hard match did go down to Gary 2, and both our runners having over a minute on Gary 2, with Nicole being over 3 minutes. So they're going to be looking to avoid that for sure. And it usually happens when you don't send enough on the initial attack. So honestly, I would, with the way Raikou tends towards overkill, overkill is a more conservative strategy in hard mode, but it'll usually avoid you those really bad stages, unless you're mystery chaining the opponents, which is like never really a good idea in these easier difficulties. But you know, going out to like X5 and X6 like Raikou's been doing, I think that will give him the edge here.
Still a little bit better than being short, because we've already seen examples of being short play out really tiltingly.
Alright, Puzzle League begins.
Begin.
Puzzle League is canon. But will Nicole make her victory canon here?
Very similar opening attacks for both players. Raikou needs one more line, he's gonna get it here.
Nice level 4. 13
Similar
and
time.
12. Very strong opening. for both
Everything
players.
in Gary 1 has been pretty much the same so far.
Alright, Nicole. Oh no. Oh, she gets the double 4, double
Okay,
X5.
yeah.
Oh, but the stack is pretty level. Oh,
Wow!
Brock gets caught in between.
Had a match, just didn't want to go for it, and still incredibly even. Yeah, sometimes I will do an excess chain just to make sure I, qualify for the double 4 falling before it.
So
It's that important sometimes.
if you get the second 4 combo in the final link of your chain, the two small garbage blocks will not fall together. It'll be one on top and one below.
Great openings from both players, but Raikou's Misty just downstacking that little bit more.
God, Raikou needing more than 5 lines here, I think. This should be good. But,
A bit unlucky.
yeah, unfortunately, that will happen every so often in hard mode. This really comes with the territory.
Way to go!
And you can see that Nicole has been. Oh, she is.
Just the initial combos were enough, but like, it's hard to see cutting off the chain at like ×2 or ×3 because that just doesn't seem right.
No, I always think that's a bad idea, like in a tournament setting. Oh no! Rock,
Fancy surge.
Has Raikou sent enough? Right.
Down stocking surge. Shake time.
Can we knock it off, please?
Give up?
That's not enough. This next follow-up has to drop.
Way to go!
Okay, that should be good. Oh my!
How long can he stall?
gosh.
He's gonna stall every single. Almost.
The conch
Yikes.
kill on hard mode. That is a fine for the game. $1 million.
Do you choose to
Should not have to go. Should not go down that low. Unbelievable.
At least he seems to be having a good time about it. So opening with a 5 into another 5. I mean, it's a bad formation on the top of Koga's stack. This will probably still kill if he doesn't find the reds.
Oh, but
No, he found the wrong reds. Nice.
yeah,
Happy accidents.
My Pokemon!
Koga not moving that red out of the way, but we'll take it. Nicole having a slightly more than one stage lead here.
Openings have been a little bit better this hard run through. That looks like a solid attack.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
Playing out the X5.
Raikou's got 4 lines. Oh, Raikou's got like 7 lines. You can. I think that's sufficient.
Oh! So he's gonna make up a little bit of time here. Is Sabrina, what are you doing? Okay.
Couldn't downstack that forever. Caught in 25. Maybe I can make up time though.
Way to go!
5.5, 6 lines.
Oh, what? Sabrina just ruined...
That was less shake time than I thought there. Probably because it dropped so high up.
Oh, so close.
Sabrina's gonna find those greens there with the help of the shake time.
Race directly Blane Clear into chains.
Oh my gosh.
More chains. I don't know what he's doing now. He might time out. Okay, that could have been worse.
Not the X5, X6. He should probably cut it off there.
And there weren't a lot of combos, but yeah, Blaine raised his stack, and if I noticed Blaine's raising his stack, I would just end the chain right there. Some catch up.
Way to go!
Tracy might need like a 6th line here, given how much he's clearing. So, I'm fine with that attack.
Tracy, what are you doing?
Oh geez, keep following up because this is dangerous. Looks like he's getting confused by the right side, so at least he goes down in 19. Raikou sent one more chain, one more combo quickly.
Not something enough here. And gets to clear.
How's that now? He needs to send a bigger attack. Okay, maybe not that big, but it is big.
This should be good. Is he gonna find those? Yep, he does. He finds those blues.
Way to go!
He's still buying time with some 3 pops, but nothing after that.
35, not the worst, and Nicole
Needs a
not
follow-up.
send enough.
Good extra combos, 5s and 5s. That does send multiple lines on top of each other. This should be a kill. Very good panic combos after the initial attack. But if Raikou gets there in 1, he can make up more time.
are you?
But it's just like all chain.
I could going out. Ooh, I don't. Oh
Wow, making up like what, 9 more seconds?
You're wasting my time.
The problem has been that Nicole has sometimes been like going for the 5s right away instead of going for the 4s like right afterwards. Ooh, this Geo's gonna chain. This
Gives him just a bit of a wider opportunity. We're now at the speed where they have enough time to reach across the board and downstack pillars. Luckily, no clears after the downstack. Raikou going to another 6 chain with one block on the left, but it's enough to distract him.
Raikou staying within about half a stage, and we all saw what happened the last hard mode on Gary too. Like, that's all he needs to do really is just stay within range.
Please, no second Gary jail. One today is enough.
Pretty sure that Gary double jeopardy is against.
Meanwhile, Richie gets down his entire board while... Okay, that is the most justified hard reset I have ever seen, because Nicole had been pinned by garbage and Richie had was 6 lines short, so that is actually the smart move.
That's gonna help Raikou pull ahead though. That was the right move, and kudos to Nicole for recognizing that right away. I mean, hard mode reset straps are really only undertaken if you're in a pretty dire situation. But Richie doing the same thing as before, going down super
Okay, this can be
low.
made up if there's enough extra chains.
Oh my gosh.
Now we're gonna have to chain off garbage. If Raikou gets a good Lorelei, this might start getting away. Okay, that's a large garbage block again. This is a big gamble. Can Lorelei get to it? She tried to get to yellows, couldn't find it there. Could not find a reset.
Oh my gosh. Nicole's Richie is just going on and on. Has she sent enough? Okay, this
Just topped off now. If he doesn't find a down stack, okay. That's something. It's not over, but ooh, with just 2 stages to go on Raikou's side.
Nicole is just being absolutely incredulous on camera there, and who could blame her?
Yeah.
Your Richie goes out to
Confusion kill.
Oh, that's the S hard kill for Raikou. He has about a stage and a half lead, so it would take a really bad Gary 2 for Nicole to pull to take this game here.
This is Raikou's game to lose. Let's check how he wants to open this.
Ooh.
2 chains, but it can't really go anywhere after that. Needs to kind of get a more reset attack. That's not going to top him up either. Although this Gary is taking a long time to clear that left block. This Gary is taking a long time to clear that.
As we speculated.
Well, that attack should not have worked, and it worked. We're going to a game 5.
Yeah, as we speculated, Raikou's extra chaining really helped in hard mode, and that's where we see the counter pick strategy, Raikou believing that hard mode was his strongest category, and that bet has paid off as we're going to go to a game 5 right as soon as Nicole hopefully is able to take care of Gary with minimal pain.
Oh, okay. Since Nicole's selecting the last difficulty, are you confident enough in the tech difference in easy mode? I think that's where we're going to go. Because that's where, the overkilling that Raikou's been doing most of this match is really going to add up those easy times individually. Or do we just do a salty run back to prove that, no, I can do a hard mode?
I think going to hard mode would be a bad call for Nicole, and she has elected to go back to easy.
As I thought, we are trying to finish this off with an easy. I wonder if Raikou will adjust or if he's going to go for the same things and just, like, execute that well enough to attempt to take it. Behold the power of seed number 15.
Yeah, Raikou basically just being the 15 seed because, Raikou's actually the 12th seed, I think, but only because I'm looking at the spreadsheet properly.
I think people who didn't submit any qualifying runs got placed like at the bottom automatically.
Oh, I think. Oh, so yeah, he's 12 on the spreadsheet, but I think that's taking into account his past times, which wouldn't necessarily be used in the main seeding. But in any case, he is a lower seed, but perhaps like not as low as he would be. Or he would be perhaps slightly higher if he'd actually submitted times. As we are getting started on easy mode for all the marbles.
11 stages to determine it all. Let's go.
This time I will remember that there's only 11 stages and not be so shocked when
So we need a
it's
big
over.
attack on Gary 1.
Ooh, this is looking pretty good. So she goes out to X4. She does have a...
Oh,
Yep,
follow
that's a
up.
good
Both players
follow-up.
finding those right attacks. What did Raikou's Gary 1 just do to not do a clear there? That was the most confusing thing I've seen from an easy opponent.
Well, on these lower difficulties, AIs like shift their priorities very slowly. So sometimes they'll be going for something and then not realize that they should be going for something else until it's too late. I don't know, Nicole getting turned around here, and she needs
Raise stack. Raise stack.
You need to raise your
More
stack.
Get up.
You go on.
Up.
Yeah, not that we're rooting for any one person in particular. We just want to see all of our players do as well as they can. She's
I can guess there with the follow-up. Easy enough.
she's definitely panicking. Raikou is off to Misty already. And
This should top off Brock, but oh boy. Like 15, 18 seconds. It's going to require execution errors from Raikou. 18 seconds is a lot to make up an easy mode. And that attack looks fine.
Yeah, this game, as people are mentioning in the chat, this game does have betting implications. Make sure to sign up for www.blockkings.com. We will give you $20 on your first bet for the tournament.
Another segmented attack gives Misty time to punish.
This is not looking good right now. These clears are so punishing. But Surge getting a clear of his own, and he's gonna chain.
Does he get to those greens in time?
Yeah.
That chain probably bought enough stop time. More chains. More incidental clears on the way to do it. Very slow down stacking. Okay, 32 Surge. That is the window. Now how fast can Smart top off Surge?
He was top.
It did
off,
in 9, but Surge had a convenient clear. I don't know if he's gonna get something after this. Okay, that makes up like 17 seconds just right there. That's part of it.
Could have been even better. But
Raikou's attack on stage 5. Still mostly relying on chains.
Oh, he's
Put in
gonna
there.
get the chain, and that's why his strategy,
Big
his
time.
overkill strategy, like kind of character getting the clear. There we
13
go.
to 23. We have rubber banded back to who knows what's going to happen.
To battle me?
Nicole rubber banding harder than Canary Mary in Cloud Cuckoo Land.
It's a good Raikou opening.
That's a good
I don't
opening
think
for
this Cope's gonna
Nicole.
find a clear. That's a good opening from Nicole's. What getting there in one.
13 and 13.
13.
Within 2 seconds of each other with like five more stages
Five
to
more
go.
stages.
Oh my gosh.
The
and
winner is
Gio,
going to be determined.
Gio can do a little bit of trolling sometimes. You never know.
It's looking like it's going to come down to execution first.
Ooh, okay, that's definitely going to be enough.
Perfect Raikou attack, perfect
Oh, no.
smart attack, AI, approaching.
Oh, wow.
11 to 13. If you want to hear my internal thoughts, just hold down the letter A on your keyboard and see what comes up.
Oh, Nicole ruining that initial opening.
Okay,
Oh,
getting a...
oh no.
Drop twice.
That is not
Three
gonna
chain,
be
just
enough.
get one more quick combo in there. Okay. Blaine's clearing is gonna get more combos. Blaine is chaining on Raiku's side. So both players just need to find more
my-
follow-up combos. That 8's probably good from Raikou.
Ah.
Hmm.
Oh no.
There's no more clears after this. 32 to 28. 3 more stages, about an 8-second difference.
That was really her opportunity to make a big catch-up, and she actually lost 4 seconds. You can see just how punishing these clears are on easy mode.
That attack from Raikou needs a
the
combo
far-
immediately.
Ooh,
Instead, going
nice
for a chain.
chain.
You only need one combo because the chain's gonna take
What are you
a
doing,
while to
Tracy?
drop.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
19!
Nicole, we are virtually tied with
Two
more
stages to go. This
go.
is...
Congratulations, you won!
Oh, Rocket, who do you hate the least, Rocket? What is your verdict? Ah, that really... Yeah, Raikou got lucky that that was only a 19.
Gotta look at both of these attacks carefully.
Oh no, Nicole not
Cut off from
able...
Nicole. Raikou getting 4
that-
lines. Probably gonna be sufficient
Hey,
for this rocket on the left side.
Nicole
Nicole's
needs to...
follow-up is enough. You're going with the
17
high rocket
versus
basically
16.
simultaneously.
Oh my god, it's probably gonna come down to execution
The
here.
final question to decide this game is how good are you?
Alright, let's
Well.
look at these openings here. Oh, Nicole had a
Yes.
really good opening there.
That looks good. Raiku's finding chains on the other side more slowly. He found a frame-perfect chain to keep that chain going, but it's still short.
And Nicole
in 12.
takes it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And Raikou finishing
Oh my
about
god.
6 seconds behind the 12 versus an 18. You can see Nicole has just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, same.
And she, you know, I'm sure she would say that her play was a little shaky, but she was able to pull it out. And the upset is avoided as Nicole takes this nail biter of a match, 3 games to 2. She is gonna get the dancing wind banner that everyone wants to have.
Oh man, that was a slobber knocker, but
Oh wow!
in the end, the higher seed still takes it. Okay. Congratulations. I like being stressful for that 5-game victory.
She likes not being anxious anymore.
Wee.
She is just happy to be done with that.
Yeah, that. Oh boy. I agree.
Shout outs to I Like Being Smart and GG's to RaikouRider. Raikou did very well. Maybe just a little too much chaining in easy mode, but man, if it were like last year's tournament format where it was all hard mode, you gotta think that he would have been the slight favorite there with his performance in hard mode. It's a very strong performance. I think any round that he plays in is gonna be intriguing.
Yeah, as future matches, I'm looking forward to this after that, because I have now become a fan, seeing if he can just sort of catch up those minor execution things and be a challenge to Lunar, or maybe even to you. It's possible.
Yeah, he's definitely good enough to where you want to execute. The only thing I saw that he could have improved was weaving in a handful more combos. Sometimes you see, like looking back at your play, that there was just a couple blocks he could have moved into place for a combo, but otherwise, very solid play from Raikou, but unfortunately he's going to take the loss. I Like Being Smart, taking that one 3-2, and so with first week of Group B wrapped up, it is myself, Tayman, and I Like Being Smart with 1 victory each, Raikou and Lunar with 1 loss each. So, Six, what were your big takeaways watching the games between Smart and Raikou today?
I need a gallon of water. That's my take. Okay. So, I think we commentated enough on like those little chain breaks and overkills and just barely missing chain continuations that hopefully both of these players can look back on and patch up and just have slightly more solid runs in the future that don't get determined by one final easy stage.
Yes, it's a game like that that really makes me wish that puzzle speedrun races were more popular in general, because just introducing the element of luck into the category just makes it so thrilling to watch. Like, there's just a perfect balance of luck and skill that just makes it so entertaining. And we've definitely attracted more viewers over the years with these tournaments, so thank you for turning out. Really hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Coming up next, we're going to be setting up for the grand finale of Week 1, which is going to be the big boss of Bracket A, Cards of the Heart, versus the PvP darling tie. That's going to be quite a good one to watch.
Oh yeah.
So do you have any final thoughts before we toss it into intermission? Six?
This should be the new esports. That's my final thoughts.
Yes. Forky, I know you love Rocket League, but let's get some Puzzle League on TBS.
Hey, I'd be all down for it, man.
All right. Well, we will see you guys shortly as we set up for the final game of the day, Cards of the Heart versus Tie. You don't want to go anywhere.
See you then.